All right, guys, I got asked to do a hose hoisting little tutorial, so I'm going to give you my perspective. I think in this sport with different styles and body types, you kind of got to find your own thing. The best thing to do is find a competitor that has a similar body type or style to you that does well, and emulate, and then kind of find your own tweaks here and there. So for me, every part of the course, besides your start, has a transition element to it, and I think including your transition element is important in your training. So this first transition here actually starts with placement of the high-rise pack in the box. So I want to give you that perspective, and then we'll go into hoisting. So the first thing about that, your transition, I've always started my transition at the midpoint of this top stairwell, and what that means is I'm going to start working that high-rise pack from back here up towards the front of my shoulder. And the reason I do that is it's going to give me some efficiency in my first transition, which is here at the top. So I'll do that in a second, but what it looks like for me is as I get here and I'm starting in these last couple pulls, I'm going to start working that pack forward. And then what I look for when I get to the top is accuracy and precision, that of a boxer, whatever type of striking element or craft that people do. And what I mean by that is accuracy of hand placement. So as I come off with that pack, it's going to be a direct shot to the corner, and then my follow-up is right back to the rail with an underhand grip. What you see often as people are getting comfortable being up top is a drop in the box and then a two-hand set here. That's a fraction of a second. We know that this sport is a sprint, so all those fractions of seconds add up and they matter. So again, my transition that you're going to see is it's a step up, it's a left hand on the blue side, right hand on the red side, and then accuracy of my next hand. So it's almost that of a 1, 2, 3 punching combo. It is 1, 2, 3, right into the rope. I'm going to demonstrate that now, and then we'll talk about the hoisting. One more time. All right, so once we nail that transition, we're going into the rope. The second thing I like to think about, that's important in every element or task on the course, is attacking the obstacle. A lot of times we get to the obstacle and we do them. We do a hose hoist, we hit the sled. I think to excel and be your best, you have to attack each obstacle. So the way we do that, the first one is that transition, okay? Getting right to business on the hoist. I've always said this too, in every aspect of the sport. Your sequence is catch rhythm, then go for speed. Very, very important. The whole thing we've always heard that you hear, smooth is fast. It's true, but we want to catch rhythm and then go for speed. So what I mean by that is I'm going to set myself in, get that nice first deep pull, and get my hands going smoothly. Once my hands are going smoothly, then I'm going to start going for speed. And then that last part that I mentioned of attacking each element, what you'll see often when I'm hoisting, you'll see parallels, 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 and then sometimes you'll see me make this bigger jump. Where I do that is attacking and finishing the task aggressively. My landmark for this is that the landing right below me. Once that donut roll gets there, you're going to see my body position go from hoisting here to way down after it, attacking it. And that's usually where you'll see my donut roll make a quick jump or a bounce with the person I'm sharing the course with. So I'm going to, again, start there with my transitions, smooth transition at the top. I start catching rhythm. I'm smooth, I'm smooth, I'm smooth, and we all know that we have bobbles. It happens to the best out there. But the ideal hoist, nice and smooth, coming up in a straight line. And then once we get to that landing below, then I'm gonna be aggressive with it, and I'm gonna start to go after it. So my teammate Joe here, he's gonna videotape me doing one. Hopefully I don't have too many bobbles or mistakes so you can see what I'm talking about. We're gonna do it from up here first, where you can see my body position, go from where I set in nice and steady to where I switch to going after it. And then we'll do one more from down at the bottom where you can see the whole thing. I'm going to include the transition because, like I told you, I think that's important. So again, up top, we're going to look at the transition and then the body position, body mechanics, and the way that we attack from up here. So we'll do one more. Again, what I wanted you to see there is the transitions and the body mechanics, going after and tacking and finishing. The over the rail finish and going into your descent, I'll do another time. I think, especially as a bigger guy with longer strides, coming down is something I've been able to excel at, and there's a lot of details. I've always said that coming down the tower is the easiest part of the course, but I also think it's one of the most detailed. So we'll do something else on that later. Your pop over the rail, decision making there, and then the descent, we'll do that another time. So right now, we're gonna cut it. My teammate's gonna go down, he's gonna set it up, and you'll see the whole thing from that vantage point.